My name is Ramandeep Grewal. I'm a securities partner here at Stikeman Elliott. My practice focuses on corporate finance, including regulatory compliance, as well as dealer investment fund manager registration. The regulators are looking at this from a few different aspects. On the federal side, we have federal anti-money laundering, anti-terrorist financing, and economic sanctions and similar restrictions. On the AML or anti-money laundering side, we know there are amendments on the books that will amend the Proceeds of Crime Act to specifically regulate digital currency businesses. Once these are enforced, these type of businesses will also have to look at compliance obligations that are similar to what other FINTRAC regulated entities have to deal with, like know your client, identity verification, and other similar requirements. Banking and insurance regulation might be relevant as well, depending on the type of business that's in question. When we're talking about securities regulation, we're looking at the traditional areas. So if it is a security that we're looking at in terms of an ICO, a token, or a coin offering, there are four main areas that we're concerned with. One is whether prospectus requirements apply, or what exemptions are available, and how to navigate the application of those exemptions. Second, whether any intermediary that is involved would be subject to dealer registration. Third, whether if it's a pool or a passive investment vehicle, whether it's an investment fund, and whether there's an entity that needs to be registered as an investment fund manager. And lastly, for exchanges or marketplaces that allow for trading of these types of assets, whether they should be regulated as an exchange or an ATS. Regardless of how you might find yourself being regulated under securities law, entities that are specifically regulated or exempt need to consider compliance requirements. Certain types of entities might have to open their books and records up to the securities regulators or be subject to compliance reviews. As well, remember, securities laws is about investor protection and fair and efficient capital markets. So regulators will be concerned about things like fraud and market manipulation. So we get asked a lot, when is the right time to go to the regulators? And our answer is the same as it traditionally has been. Speak to your advisors first. Understand the regulatory implications, and know what your desired outcome is. With respect to approaching the regulators, understand what their concerns are and be prepared to address them. When you're dealing with regulators, you'll have a much smoother ride if you're in the driver's seat and you ultimately know where you want to end up.